Hi, I'm Judy. Welcome to Go With Yoga. Today I have a really grounding Yin Yoga sequence for you that can help you transition from spring into summer. I'd like you to start by beginning to come to an easy, comfortable seat for you. And go ahead on the inhale, bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, down. And just roll them back a couple of times that way. Then inhale, up and forward, up and forward, up and forward. Go ahead and take your left hand to the mat. Inhale your right arm up and over, just a little stretch. Getting out the tensions of the day, whether it's morning or night. And then second side. And exhale the left arm down. Take your right hand to the left knee and just take your left hand behind you and a gentle twist. You don't really need to warm up for Yin Yoga practices, but it can feel really nice sometimes, right? And then second side. Today's Yin Yoga practice focuses on our spleen and stomach meridians, which is great for your digestion, just like these twists. And they're also really good when you're moving from one season into another. So go ahead and take your hands to the left side of your abs. I'm not mirroring you, so your left side. It should look like my right side. And just close your eyes for a minute and begin to be aware of your breath. Just noticing how it feels. Notice how on the inhale, your stomach expands a bit. The exhale comes back towards the navel a little. And then just begin to move your hands, just gentle clockwise circles, so just massaging your spleen a little bit. Spleen is associated with the earth element. The earth element is very grounding. It's a great element to visit when you are transitioning between seasons. And today's practice physically is going to concentrate on your hips, your psoas, and your quads. On a more subtle level, it's grounding, and it can help decrease worry and anxiety, and it can help increase confidence. So that's my intention for you. And right now, you might like to set your own intention. And that can be completely different from mine, or you can use the one that I've offered. And then slowly let that go. Let your hands come to your knees. It's more important what season it feels like when you're practicing than what season the calendar says. So we'll get back to that. And slowly blink your eyes open and come off of whatever you may have been sitting on. Take your bolster or your pillow, your block, whatever you have. Hopefully this little carrying case is not going to fly away. I don't know. Take a couple of blocks to the top of your mat. You may need to play around with the height when we are using them. We're not quite there yet. I'm going to see if we can keep that. And you can use them. Now come into tabletop position. And inhale, Bring your right leg forward. Oh, hopefully not into your block like I just did. So you're coming into a low lunge position. And knee somewhat over the ankle. This is known as dragon pose in Yin Yoga. And I'd like you to think about individualizing your practice. How do you feel today? Physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally? If you're not familiar with the 5 koshas, I did a lot of practices around that in March and April, and you can learn a lot from those practices. And of course you can have your hands completely on your mat as well. Let your body begin to soften. If you're practicing on a warm day, feel as though you're standing under a shower of warm water, melting all the tension of the day away, melting the worries away, letting go of frustrations. Letting the muscles soften. The last couple of breaths here. And then gently begin to bring your hip back so that your hip is over your knee. Take your blocks to their medium heights and begin to take that front foot forward so you're in a half split. Kind of like that. Play around a little in the beginning to find the right placement of the blocks for you, the right height of the blocks for you. Leaning into what's called in yoga svadhyaya, self-inquiry. The answers are all inside of you. Notice what your head and your neck is doing, and very specifically your chin. Is your chin jutting up and your neck compressing? If so, you might want to tuck your chin just a little bit. Just feel a very long spine from the crown of your head all the way to the root of your spine. you grow that spine longer? Can you feel as if it's expanding, as if you're growing taller? The space between every single vertebrae. Last couple of breaths here. And go ahead and begin to gently drag that front foot back into tabletop, and just take a couple of cat-cows if it feels right in your body. Once again, letting that muscle tension, or anger, or frustrations, worry, anxiety, just melt away. And let's go ahead and take the blocks down to their shortest height and step the left foot forward into direct pose. And find where you can hold this for about 3 minutes. Once again, thinking about that spine. Letting the tension go from your shoulders. Maybe tucking the chin just a little bit. Find more space. Grow tall. The element associated with spring is wood, an expansion. So we're moving from that into summer, where the element is fire. And I will tell you that today I'm filming this. It's a spring day, but it feels very, very much like summer. And it feels great. Where in this pose are you contracting muscles, holding on to tension? Can you soften just a little bit? Maybe 10%. Last couple of breaths here. And then begin to push your hips back. Straighten out your front leg, moving into that half split, that half monkey pose. And maybe taking your blocks up to medium height. That's what I'm going to suggest. Returning your attention to that spine. Thinking about the trees that grow in spring, the expansion they go through. Softening through your shoulders, relaxing your face. Really feeling your ribs expand on the inhale, and then coming back together on the exhale. Inviting in that freedom, movement of air, Just as we feel as though we have some freedom in summer, when we can be outside, enjoy the outside, be out in nature without freezing anymore. Expanding with ease. And the last couple of breaths here. And slowly take that front foot and drag it back to meet the back knee. Leaving one block on your mat, putting the other one off to the side. And you can either take an easy seat for a minute or so, or maybe you want to come down into child's pose. And just take a few breaths here. And if you're in child's pose, take the palms of your hands to your mat, press into them to bring your torso upright. Go ahead and grab a bolster. I move my block here so my little bag doesn't fly away. Hopefully, Bandit, it's not for you. It's okay, buddy. A bolster or some rolled up blankets, couch pillow, bed pillow, whatever you like, buddy. And then bring your hips towards your bolster and lay over it. Grab that block. Bandit, can you move a little, buddy? A little bit. Yeah. That's a boy. Good boy. Bring your block under your head. And so you're going to take your back leg and try and bend it behind you. And if it's too awkward, just let it go. And the front leg is bending out. So, now you can't see me at all. So it's kind of a half butterfly. So the front leg is, the knee is bending out. And that foot is coming to approximately the knee, a little bit above the knee of the back leg. And the back leg is also bent. And you're bringing that foot as close to your glutes as you can. Oh, buddy. And hopefully you don't have a dog laying all over you, but if you do, that might feel very nice too. He doesn't usually spend a whole lot of time out with me here anymore. He's an old dog. And again, just think about that expansion of your side body. Feel that energy coming in as you breathe. Feel it circulating around your body. Filling you with prana, filling you with life force. Last couple of breaths here. And slowly bend your neck, your chin down. So you're not putting a whole lot of pressure on your neck. And slowly press into your arms. Sorry, bud. And of course, we're going to come onto our second side. So I need to move my props over. Hey, bud. Block over. If I can work around bandit. Your hips to the bolster or pillow or whatever you have. And your head coming over to the block. Okay, buddy, can you move a little bit? A little bit, bud? No? There you go. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Can you move that back foot close to your glutes? Doesn't really matter if you can or cannot. Even just thinking about moving it. I'm sorry. You gotta laugh sometimes. He's completely blocking me. Alright, buddy, bye-bye. Even if you just visualize it in your mind, you'd be surprised what that can do. And just asking yourself, again, are you feeling any changes in your body? Are they on the physical level? Are they on the energetic level? As you're breathing in, allowing your ribs to expand. Do you feel mentally calmer and less anxious? Do you feel as if you are emotionally more in balance? And it's okay if the answers to those questions is no. That's perfectly okay. The last couple of breaths here. And then just turn your chin down towards your mat, slowly pressing into your hands, walking your torso upright, placing the block off to the side, placing your bolster off to the side, turning to face the short end of your mat. You may want your blocks. Take the soles of your feet to your mat, and then just slowly come down to your elbows, and then all the way onto your back. Now let me move the bolster out of the way. We'll be using it in this pose, so you can see what I'm doing. Soles of the feet are on the mat. Knees are pointing towards the ceiling or the sky if you are lucky enough to be practicing outside. And on your inhale, let your tailbone press into the mat. So your pelvis rocks forward a little bit. And the exhale, let it come down. Back flattens out. And do that a few more times. Inhale, tailbone pushes into the mat, a little arch in your back. Exhale. Back flattens out. One last time. And then come to stillness in a neutral position, which means your back is not completely flat on your mat, but it's not super arched either. It's somewhere in between. And begin to imagine, once again, your spine straight, starting from your pelvis, going up through the crown of your head, expanding, feeling more spacious than when we began. And then go ahead and take your hands to the side of your neck and kind of push out towards the crown of your head, just kind of lengthening your neck. And let that go. Now you can either grab your bolster, take it behind your low back and lay back on it, and then take the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out into either side in supine butterfly. Or you can do it as I am, without the bolster, just laying back on your mat. You can grab those blocks if this seems very uncomfortable for you, with your knees just kind of hanging out there, and you can put them underneath your thighs. I invite you to close your eyes here, checking in with your 5 koshas once again, your physical body, your energy body, your mental body, your wisdom body, and your bliss body. And maybe in your physical body, you're feeling tension somewhere in this pose. And ask yourself, what can I do to ease that tension? Do I need to grab a prop and put it someplace? Do I need to think about sending that prana, that life force, to that area of tension? Do I need to let my breath slow down so that my body can also relax? And this is the point of the video where, if you have the time, I'm going to suggest staying in supine butterfly just a little longer. But if you don't have the time, go ahead and stretch one leg out and the other. Maybe grabbing that bolster, putting it under your knees to relax your low back. Maybe taking a rolled up blanket, put it under your neck. And if you don't have that, just perhaps taking your chin just a little bit in towards your chest. I'm going to mind the time for you, so I will sit up. And I will let you know when it's time to come back out. And as you are sitting there, trying to get out of that bright sunshine, laying there, relaxing, giving yourself, excuse me, gratitude for giving yourself this time today. It may be the only time you take for yourself. If you set your own intention, I'd like you to bring that back into mind. And again, I just want to ask you, do you notice any difference from the time you began this practice to you laid back in Savasana, letting everything go? Is there a difference in your physical body, in the energy you have, maybe emotionally? And maybe you've been bringing in a feeling of bliss. And I hope that is the case. And perhaps also ask yourself, what places make you feel blissful? For me, this is absolutely one of my happy places. I love being able to film my videos for you outside, and I love practicing outside. That may not be a blissful place for you. Maybe it's with family. Maybe it's by the water, in the mountains. Just think about the areas that make you feel blissful. And just relax until you hear me speak again. And begin to take any little movements you need, letting your breath deepen. Feeling all the places your body is in contact with your mat, the floor, or the earth. Feeling how safe and secure you feel by that contact. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers, if that feels good to you. And maybe nod your head down and then back up, down and up, looking from side to side, letting any tension go in that neck. Relaxing your forehead, relaxing your eyes, softening your jaw. Maybe rolling your shoulders like we did in the beginning of this video, one way, and then the other. On your next inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Take a nice big stretch. And take your feet to the mat. Bending your knees up towards the sky or ceiling. And very slowly and gently roll over to either side. Cradling your head on your outstretched hand. Take a few deep breaths here. And take the palms of your hands to the mat and begin to press into the palms to bring your torso upright, coming back into an easy seated position. Inhale, bring the palms of the hands together, pressing into your hands. Elbows come out to the side, slightly bowing your head over your hands. Slowly blink your eyes open, taking in your mat, and then the floor, raising your head, and letting your hands drop down to your knees. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a blissful practice. If you enjoyed this practice, please click the like button. And if you'd like to practice with me again, go ahead and subscribe. It also helps me to reach more people and bring free yoga to more people. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment box below. If you'd like to join the private Facebook group, that link is also in the comments below. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering and pain. And may your worries be light.